I'm happy. I have a great life. I'm a good person. I live in a good way. And you know what? I have great friends and I can call somebody and go anywhere and do you know what I mean? Like those simple, I'm healthy.
He moved his belongings out of the house. The actor was also recently spotted paying a visit to his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, possibly to lean on her for support.
Then you discover, like you do with alcohol, is that there isn't enough alcohol in all the liquor stores in the world to fill up that thing. And in Jennifer's case, I don't think there's enough followers or movies or records or any of the stuff to still that part of you that still feels a longing and a pain. Ultimately, that's the work that you've got to do on your own.
So, Ben Affleck, looking happier than a kid in a candy store, spending quality time with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner. I know, right? It's like we've stepped into a time machine and landed back in 2004. But hold on to your oversized sunglasses because JLO is not taking this lying down. She's out for blood, and by blood, I mean Ben's bank account. Let's break this mess down, shall we? First off, Ben and JLO haven't even officially announced their divorce yet, but honey, actions speak louder than words. And these two have been giving us more signs than a fortune teller convention. They've been separated for months, with Ben moving out faster than you can say Jenny from the block. Now, while JLo's busy jet-setting around the world, posting thirst traps like it's her job, oh wait, it kind of is, Ben's been cozying up to good old Jen Garner. And let me tell you, he's looking happier than he ever did with JLo. I mean, have you seen those paparazzi shots? Ben with JLo looked like he was auditioning for a zombie movie, but with Jen Garner, he's grinning like he just won the lottery. But here's where it gets juicy. Jen Garner's been dropping hints on Instagram like they're hot potatoes. She shared a poem about forever being the only thing that lasts forever. Subtle, right? Then she posts a video of Whitney Houston singing, "Where Do Broken Hearts Go?" I mean, come on, she might as well skywrite, "Ben, come home," over Hollywood. And guess what? Jen Garner reportedly dumped her on-again, off-again boyfriend faster than you can say Ben Affleck is single. Talk about seizing the moment. She's been visiting Ben at his new bachelor pad, and rumor has it, those old romantic feelings are bubbling up like a shaken soda can. Now, let's talk about JLo for a hot minute. This diva is not taking Ben's little reunion tour with Jen Garner lightly. No, sir. She's reportedly lost it when she saw pics of Ben looking all happy and relaxed with Jen. I mean, can you blame her? The guy always looked like he was at a funeral when he was with JLo, and now he's grinning like he just won an Oscar. But here's where JLo really shows her true colors, besties. Instead of taking the high road, cutting her losses, and moving on like a mature adult, she's decided to go after Ben's fortune. That's right, she wants half of everything he owns. Talk about a gold digger anthem in the making. JLo's camp is trying to spin it like Ben was some kind of mooch during their marriage. They're saying she footed all the bills for their lavish lifestyle. But let's be real, we all know JLo isn't exactly clipping coupons and shopping at discount stores. This woman probably spends more on her morning latte than most of us do on rent. The real tea? JLo's not after Ben's money because she felt used. No, she's furious that Ben went back to Jen Garner. Apparently, JLo worked harder to keep Ben and Jen apart than she did on her last album. Ouch. And get this, in her new documentary, ironically titled The Greatest Love Story Never Told, I mean, the jokes write themselves, JLo couldn't resist throwing shade at Jen Garner. She basically implied that during his whole marriage with Garner, Ben was fantasizing about JLo. Talk about delusional, girl. He was probably fantasizing about a good night's sleep and a day without paparazzi. But wait, it gets worse. Sources are saying JLo tried to undermine Garner's parenting whenever the kids were around. She'd go against Garner's rules and boundaries faster than she changes her engagement rings. I mean, who does that? It's like JLo thinks being a stepmom is a competition. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the irony here. JLo and Ben called off their first engagement back in the day because of intense media scrutiny. JLo even said it was the biggest heartbreak of her life. So what does she do when they get back together? Makes a whole documentary about their relationship. It's like she learned nothing. I guess the only thing bigger than JLo's diamond collection is her need for attention. Ben, bless his heart, reportedly hated how JLo shared every detail of their marriage with the public. He's all about privacy, while JLo's idea of privacy is only inviting 500 people to watch her brush her teeth. No wonder the poor guy looked miserable. And here's a little nugget of gossip for you. Ben's bestie, Matt Damon, apparently never liked JLo. Shocker, right? Matt and his wife kept their distance from JLo faster than Ben running from a paparazzi. They're private people who wanted nothing to do with the JLo circus. I mean, can you blame them? Hanging out with JLo probably feels like being stuck in a never-ending Super Bowl halftime show. Matt was even worried JLo might push Ben back into addiction. And can we talk about how JLo launched her own alcohol brand while living with a recovering alcoholic? Talk about tone deaf. It's like opening a donut shop next to a Weight Watchers meeting. Now, Jen Garner, bless her heart, has been nothing but classy through this whole ordeal. She's all about protecting her kids' privacy and setting boundaries. Meanwhile, JLo's idea of boundaries is making sure the paparazzi get her good side. But here's the kicker, besties. Now that Ben and Jen Garner are spending time together, JLO is out for revenge. She's demanding half of Ben's $150 million fortune. Can you believe the audacity? This woman, who's worth hundreds of millions herself, is trying to squeeze more money out of Ben than a juice cleanse. JLo's camp is saying she deserves compensation because she covered most of their expenses during their brief marriage. I'm sorry, what? Was Ben not allowed to touch his own wallet? Did JLo confiscate his credit cards? Or was he just too busy trying to keep up with her outfit changes to make it to the ATM? They're even saying JLo paid for their $60 million mansion. I mean, cry me a river. Most people would be thrilled if their partner bought them a $60 house, let alone a $60 million mansion. But here's the real tea. JLo isn't after Ben's money because he didn't pull his weight financially. No, she's fuming because he's reconnected with Jennifer Garner. She sees this as a huge betrayal and is looking for any way to make Ben pay for it. Talk about a sore loser. Fans are calling JLo out for what she really is, a narcissist who cares more about her image than her partners or even her kids. One fan said, she'll destroy him if she can't have him. Another pointed out how embarrassing this must be for JLo after her movie about their greatest love story. I mean, talk about a plot twist. So what do you think, besties? Is JLo justified in going after Ben's fortune? Or is this just a case of a diva throwing a tantrum because she didn't get her way? Is Ben better off with Jen Garner? And most importantly, how long before JLo releases a breakup anthem about this whole mess? Remember, in the world of Hollywood relationships, nothing is forever, except maybe JLo's ego. Stay tuned for more updates on this Ben Affleck drama. And remember, if you ever feel like your love life is a mess, just be thankful you're not in this celebrity love triangle. Until next time, keep it messy, keep it real, and keep those opinions coming. Goodbye!